Good morning, everybody. So today I'll be presenting to you the different parts of the computer or different parts of a computer. So let us define first what is a computer. So a computer is made up of different parts. So these parts they work together to do their specific tasks, and these parts are called devices. So what are the different parts of the computer? So parts of the computer can be categorized as input devices, storage devices, a processing device, and the output devices. So under the input devices, we have the keyboard, the mouse, the joystick, the digital camera, and the storage devices. It can be either the hard disk, a diskette, or a compact disk. And we have the processing device, output devices, are the monitor, the printer, and the speakers. So input devices, these are the examples. We call them input devices because we use the following devices. Like when we are typing, we do the input. When we are clicking, we use the mouse, or we're using the digital camera, or when we're listening to a music, we use it. So these are what we call the input devices. So input devices such as keyboard, it looks like a typewriter and it has so many buttons. And these buttons are the keyboards and they are called keys. When you use the keyboard to type, you can use the keyboard to type letters, numbers, and symbols. So the mouse, it allows you to control the movement of the screen and the pointer. So when you move the mouse, the cursor will also move. You can use the mouse to tell the computer what to do. Input devices such as joystick is often used in playing computer games. So example for this is an Xbox. Digital camera lets you take pictures. So these are the input devices. Processing device is when you think that you use your brain. So it is the computer brain, and we call this one as the central processing unit or the CPU. So it tells the other parts of the computer and what to do. However, the output devices, such as the monitor, it looks like a television where you can see the work that you have done. So after you input something, you see it on the screen or in the monitor. The printer is another output device, and it is a device that prints on paper the work that you did in a computer. Another example is the speaker. So after you talk using the microphone, you can hear your recording or your streaming in the speakers. So these are the devices that make you hear sounds from your computer. The storage devices are the hard disk, the diskette, or USB. Those are or the hard drive are example of storage devices. So the hard disk is inside the CPU box and it can store um, huge amount of data. The diskette can store a limited amount of data or data because it is handy. It can be used in different computers. The diskette fits into the slot called disk drive, and it is also called floppy disk. Another storage devices is what we call compact disk, and it holds more than data than a diskette. So it can store thousands of laid out pages of books, and it can also store or it can store um, songs and movies. CDs are inserted into the CD drive. So computer is an electronic machine, and it's used through electricity. So that is how it works. So a computer is made up of many parts, and these parts work easier and faster. So it is very helpful tool, useful tool, and it helps you in many ways. So that would be all this morning. Thank you for listening and for watching. Have a good day.